Good afternoon, basketball fans. Welcome back to Leo Hayes High School for opening weekend coverage of the Maritime Basketball Association with Leslie States. I'm Bill Gibson, here for the second game of the day and the second day of the existence of the Maritime Women's Basketball team as a league with games.
Yeah, exciting to be here again, back for day two.
This one is the Moncton Mystics and the Halifax Hornets. So far here all weekend long, it's been the Nova Scotia teams claiming victory there, 4-0, so that tells you Halifax is 1-0. They won yesterday in a tight one, 71-68 against Fredericton in the late game yesterday. And Moncton lost the game that was a lot closer than the score to the Halifax Thunder, very talented Thunder team. They picked up their second victory of the weekend just moments ago here on this court. That was an 83-63 loss. And scorers in those games: Moncton, Lindy McDonald had 12, Jenna Jones 13, Emily Turmel had 8 to lead that. You saw that Mystics game yesterday against the Thunder.
Yeah, and it was definitely, the score was definitely indicative of the game itself. I mean, they were only down by 8 with in the fourth quarter. And then Thunder pulled away, but Moncton definitely played very well yesterday.
And it was for the Hornets in their game against Fredericton, Lucina Beaumont from right here in Fredericton with 14 points and game MVP. And Alina McMillan, present Husky player, had 15. They were the leading scorers for the Hornets in that tough game against Fredericton.
Yeah, that game was very competitive and it was close, and exactly what I expected when I had seen the rosters. That was going to be a good game, and we weren't disappointed.
And of course, there's a couple scratches here. We will pick up the starters. Scratches for the Hornets. Jalen Skier is a scratch. Madison Monroe is a scratch, and name I know you want to highlight, Hannah Brown, also a scratch here today for the Hornets. Just not in town.
Yeah, no, Hannah, I'm not sure if she's back yet from Germany, but she just won a championship in Germany in the Pro League, so she's been making her way back to Nova Scotia soon and hopefully joining the Hornets sooner than later.
Yeah, certainly first team All-Canadian, 2018-19, AOS MVP, 2018-19, AOS first team All-Star, 17-18 and 18-19, CBU Athlete of the Year in 18-19, as you say, played for Alba, Germany last year. So that will be a big addition to this Hornets squad when Hannah Brown comes back. The other scratches, Skier, 5 seasons with Cape Breton as well, and Madison Monroe also 5 seasons with Cape Breton. So a couple of free Capers actually will rejoin the squad there.
Yes, most definitely. It'll be good to see them teams at full strength, so you can really see. I mean, we had great competition, and the teams have played very well this weekend. But when they're at full strength, it'll be really nice to see.
Starting lineups now being introduced. Richard Jones and the in-house PA. We will pick them up as they come across. Of course, we have them here already. Moncton Mystics first, and they'll be the visitors. Kelsey McLaughlin, 5 seasons at St. Mary's, former FHS star. Lindy McDonald, Stu and Holland College, deep threat.
Yes.
Absolutely deep threat.
Yeah.
Kelly Vass, Stu and Crandall player, hard worker, plays all out. Jenna Jones, 4 seasons at UPI from Riverview. And Abby Miller, a current Mount Allison Manly, first team all-conference in the ACAA, over 15 points, over 7 rebounds. Missed a little bit of time due to injury. She's from Mount Denson, Nova Scotia.
Okay.
Starters for the Hornets. Alina McMillan is number 6, present St. Mary's player. Chantal Smith, 5 seasons with Acadia. Lucy Beaumont, number 14, former Black Cat and St. Mary's Husky, just in her 3rd year. Catherine Folis, who played with Ryerson, which is now Toronto Metropolitan U, with a 3rd team OUAA All-Star in 2019. And Jasmine Perrant played with St. Mary's and Acadia, AOS All-Rookie team back in 2007-2008.
And just a name change for number 7 on the Hornets. It's actually Chantal Smith and not Chantal Smith.
Oh, thank you for that. I'm good at sticking in the extra letters sometimes. Not sure whether that came to me that way or just the way that I typed it when I put it into my format. Officials for this one. Manny States, Dave Gallagher, Dan Wilton. Any connection there to the official? Or?
Yeah, I let him drive with me in the vehicle all the way up from Halifax.
I was pretty sure there was. Beaumont for McMillan. Beaumont puts up the 3.
Starting off early.
McLaughlin for Miller. Miller works in the post, kicks it back outside now. Lindy McDonald. McDonald drives. Taken away. That was by Chantal Smith. Beaumont goes down, gets it outside for Smith. Scoring up off glass is Catherine Follis.
A post-to-post move there.
Yeah, nice post pass from Perron. 5-0 in the early going. We've played about a minute. McLaughlin for 3. Beaumont on the rebound. Picked off by McDonald. Vass on the miss, but rebounded by Jenna Jones. Jenna Jones gets the first 2 points for the Moncton Mystics.
Just happened to be in the hot spot right there. Get that loose ball.
Beaumont, baseline jump shot. Rebound by Miller. Miller for McDonald. McDonald for 3. She's a deep threat. Didn't make that time. Follis into the front court for Beaumont. McMillan cross court for Smith. Nice pass inside. Perron can't finish, and it's taken away by Kelsey McLaughlin. She dribbles to the front court. Lindy McDonald to the post for Abby Miller. Nice move for Miller. Can't get it to go down. Fighting for the rebound. Perron comes away with it. She had a lot of those yesterday as well.
Yeah, she
in
definitely
underneath.
did.
Smith has it taken away. Kelsey McLaughlin. 5 years at St. Mary's, former FHS star, also ran track at St. Mary's, and shoots the deep 3. Front rim, Beaumont on the rebound. Beaumont with the spin, in the key, into the chest of Jones, and Jones comes away with the rebound. Kelly Vass. Outside, Lindy McDonald.
Deep 3 by Lindy. Looking.
Jones on the rebound. And there's Perron again on the board. That's going to be a jump ball. Subs are in, 15 and 2 on the Mystic side. Maddie Daly is number 2. Emily Turmel is number 15. See, 20 is Kaylin Crosby. In for Halifax, 13 is Ariana Macias.
9 is Aaliyah Frazier.
9 is Aaliyah Frazier, and 23 is Leah Martin. Alina McMillan. Vass into the front court.
Pushing the ball.
Miller can't get it to drop through. 5-2, 6:45 to play, first quarter. Moncton and the Halifax Hornets.
Nice rebound by Alana.
It's going to be a foul. It's going to go on Kelly Vass. First foul of the game.
And again, in this game, I don't think we're going to have any shortage of intensity and really taking the ball, being aggressive with the ball.
Martin on the catch, Frazier on the miss. Vass brings it the other way. Jones. Miller Deep shot, rebound taken away by Fraser. Aaliyah Fraser, cross-court pass for Alina McMillan.
Gets her own rebound.
McMillan on the finish. McMillan out of Brantford. Fast passes to the corner for Daly. Miller, tough luck so far inside in this one. Can't get the shots to drop. Jenna Jones is going to pick up the foul on the aggressive play. Subs for Moncton. 6, 12, and 14. 14 is Erica Trikoff. 6, Maddie Greaterix out of Mount A. And 12, Shannon Yowden. St. Mary's Husky. Entrepreneur in the woman area, mother of 4, coaches in Moncton. Greaterix finds Traykoff. That is Yowden, who can't finish that.
Also into the game for the Hornets is number 8, Jay Leverni.
Martin is short on that shot. And Greaterix will bring it up court. Greaterix kicks it back outside for Yowden. Trikoff on the screen was looking for the roll, deflected away by Martin.
Perrant back in for the Hornets, and number 12, Alicia McNeil.
We played just over 5 minutes here in the opening quarter. 7-2 Halifax here from Leo Hayes High School. We'll mention that we are active on Twitter. Feel free to reach out to me at Billsby, B-I-L-L-S-B-Y, B-I-L-L-S-B-Y on Twitter if you're watching along, or leave a comment on the YouTube channel if you're watching there, and the production crew from Aurora will send those down to us here at the table. If you are watching, let us know where you're watching from. We've heard from folks, certainly out of country in the West. Lots of folks around the Maritimes this weekend tuning in to this high-level basketball. Yowden for Traykoff. Traykoff off glass for 2 points. Traykoff, former St. Claude Dynamique Player of the Year in 2007. Oh, correction, that's Carmel. Traykoff played at Acadia. She's out of Yarmouth.
Yeah, she played after her older sister Allie, and she was a great player at Acadia for 2 seasons.
That's Termel there, number 15. And now Traykoff. 5 on the shot clock.
Whoa.
And they have to put that one up. That was a 2 made by Yowden. Degree of difficulty counts. That would have been worth about 6.
I'll tell you, I'm not sure she even saw where the basket was when she put that one up.
Crosby with the finish inside for the Hornets. Greaterix in a 9-6 game, 3:25 to go, opening quarter. Traykoff was looking for the tough catch on the pass from Yowden. See some more subs in the game. 14 for Halifax is Beaumont coming back in. She's joined by number 10, is Kat Korovitz. And on the Moncton side, Abby Miller checks back into the game. Number 3, Anne-Marie Poitras, gets in for the first time. And Keandra McMullen, former St. Thomas player, was part of a powerhouse Fredericton High School team. There's a cowbell for Abby Miller, who banks in the 3. Dairy Farmers in New Brunswick, every 3-pointer made here by a New Brunswick team. They are sponsoring the NB teams. You will hear the cowbell. McMullen for Poitras. Nice feed to Jenna Jones.
Nice pass.
And we're tied up at 11 as the Moncton team puts some points on the board here. 2:35 to go opening quarter, all tied up. Nice cut from Perrault. She can't finish, and it's Greater X on the rebound. Let's see if Moncton can take a lead. Poitras, I believe Poitras plays football in the Moncton area as well.
As mentioned before, the dairy farmers in New Brunswick are sponsoring, and they will be donating to food banks in New Brunswick for eight three-pointers made by a New Brunswick team in each game. So we're looking for the girls to put up those threes and get some money donated to the food banks here in New Brunswick.
Beaumont makes the three.
Great ball
do they count
rotation.
if it's from a New Brunswick girl playing in a Nova Scotia team?
Yes.
Okay, can we get those in?
I
or get
know.
those to count?
Yeah, we want that money, so yeah, maybe we'll see if we can get that added in. Great ball movement right
There's
now.
another three from Beaumont. Front rim on that one. That three's a bit strong. Beaumont keeps it alive. Poitras on the rebound. Good catch for McLaughlin.
Tough pass.
Nice fake inside, got some space, and it's Perron coming away with it again. She finds those loose balls.
She's right on top of them.
It's a little too strong from Korovets. Jones, that's deflected. Foul's gonna go on Abby Miller. Catherine Follis, number 15. Recipient of the body check there from Abby Miller.
Yeah, this is a very fast-paced game to start off this first quarter for sure.
(14-11) for the Hornets in the dark jerseys. They will bring it up court. Alina McMillan.
Under a minute to go.
Under a minute to go here in the quarter. McMillan inside Beaumont. Rebound for Jones. Jones for Lindy McDonald. Nice lead pass for Kelsey McLaughlin. There is McLaughlin, 10 now on the shot clock. 32 in the quarter. Uses a Miller screen. Poitras puts up the long distance shot. Miller fights for the rebound, but it is McMillan that comes away with it. 16 on the game clock. Miller's going to pick up another foul. It's going to count. And going to the line will be Aaliyah Frazier.
She looked off her own three-pointer that was wide open and then attacked the rim with a lot of attention.
Second foul on Miller. I'm sure you'll see a sub here. Kelly Vass is up off the bench. Anne-Marie Poitras goes to the bench. So they're relying on Miller not to pick up the third here in the 14 seconds remaining. A bit surprised Moncton didn't pull Miller here in this situation.
Yeah.
Just a few seconds left in the quarter.
Yeah, she's got to be smart here.
That's Miller on the catch. She goes to the hoop, and it's blocked by Follis. Follis, 6'2" forward. Played in one U Sports National Championship with Ryerson. With 2 on the game clock. That's Jones on the miss. McLaughlin gets it up and in, but it's...
That's a good basket. Yep.
Yeah, they counted the basket,
They've counted the
17-13.
basket.
So the end of the first quarter is the Halifax Hornets 17 on that last basket by Kelsey McLaughlin. The Moncton Mystics 13. Leslie, entertaining first quarter for sure.
It is definitely entertaining. I mean, it's been high tempo right from the jump, and both teams actually are pushing the ball, really moving the ball up and down the court, and even the intensity on the defense with that. They're really playing up in their face defense on both ends, so it's really great ball to watch.
Yeah, I spoke with both coaches before getting in. Coach Gould was saying, you know, he looks around at some of the other rosters here, and tough for Moncton in the geographic area they're in to draw on the current AUS players or current university players. Number of the players that are Moncton natives, of course, playing in different rosters here. They don't all come back home for the summer, so not having a big US school in the backyard like most of these other teams do. Of course, several in the Halifax, Nova Scotia area, and certainly here it's UNB. Sees that as I won't say a bit of a disadvantage, but doesn't have the advantage of those players that stick around. Their colleagues down for the summer to draw on for the roster.
Yeah, and that's what happens. A lot of the kids in those towns, they get jobs where they're at, and they can keep their apartments and all that sort of thing. And so it does give the advantage to some of the other teams where you're playing sort of outside of your own hometown, even though your hometown has a team. I'm not feeling sorry for Moncton because they're doing a great job and they're holding their own.
Yeah, I'm sure no one's going to feel sorry for anybody here. Just the talent levels on all of these teams, absolutely incredible.
And when you have a coaching staff like the Moncton has with Greg Gould at the helm, I mean, the kids that he has, the players he has playing for them, he'll get everything he can out of them.
Trammell inbounds to Vass. That's McLaughlin, who had the points at the end of the quarter. A score here would be big. I was looking for Traykoff, number 14. And it's now taken away by Alicia McNeil, number 12. Three-pointer is launched by Frazier. And it will be Moncton ball. Some full-court pressure now from Halifax.
Yeah, Leah Frazier is actually the youngest player in the league right now, from what I'm told. And so she is just a sponge, and she will pick up a lot of information that's going to help her career moving forward.
That's Frazier on the deflection for McMillan. McMillan from 15 is no good. Rebounded. There's Frazier on the miss. Vass picks up the board for the Mystics and turns it up court. Has Trammell on the outside, and that's Trammell now with the ball. Spin move, nice move. A little hard off the high glass. We're going to have a foul that's going to go on number 14, I believe, Erica Traykoff. Had a sister, Alexandra, that also played at Acadia. And brother, Alexander, Acadia star and team MVP.
Yeah.
Certainly a familiar name there.
Yeah, they have a great basketball family. Even their dad, back in the day, he was a very strong basketball player out of Yarmouth.
Taken away by Trammell. Good steal there. Vass on the pass from Yowden. McLaughlin. Screen there from Traykoff. Looking for the roll. Instead, it's a drive by Vass. She was down hard on that one. Shakes it off, though. She's all right. Yowden to beat the buzzer. And I believe Frazier got a piece of that.
Yeah, all those loose balls there, and the Mystics were on top of everyone and to keep the ball moving. Just couldn't get the shot off before the shot clock.
Leverni, Perron, and Smith check back in for Halifax. Miller and Lindy McDonald in on the Moncton side. It's going to be a drive by Verney. She's going to count the bucket. We're going to shoot one.
Yeah, she just went around, stepped around. 3 players on her way to the hoop there, just evaded them all for a nice layup.
That makes it 19-13, 8:06 to go, quarter number 2. That's going to be the first foul on Lindy McDonald.
And Verney gets her own rebound after that missed foul shot.
Beaumont, silky jumper. Moncton looking for their first points of the quarter. McDonald has that deflected. It's intended for Kelsey McLaughlin in the far corner. Miller on the catch. Lindy McDonald. She's going to drive. Nice pass inside for Miller. Miller's able to finish that one off the glass.
Great hands by Miller there down low.
Moncton gets their first points of the quarter. Abby Miller gets on the scoreboard.
Moncton has changed their defense to a zone defense, which is causing a little bit of trouble there for the Hornets.
Ariana Macias finished her career with the St. Mary's Huskies last year. Ecuador native, raised in Tampa Bay. Double-digit score over her career at St. Mary's. Moncton ball. McLaughlin. That's Yowden on the far side. Lindy McDonald picks that one up. Jenna Jones will check in for the Mystics at the next opportunity. Beaumont was looking for the block. States calls the foul. Beaumont's first, team's first, 7:05 to play in a 6-point game. Lindy McDonald, part of a Stu championship team, went on a nice ACAA run, and certainly is a very deep threat. Leah Martin and Aaliyah Frazier check in. Jay Leverni.
Nice ball movement there from the Hornets.
Chantal Smith with a nice finish.
Just finding that open player on the cut.
Jones, tough catch. And have a jump ball. This will go to Halifax.
And again, we have both teams that are getting on the floor for that ball.
6:45 to go here in this second quarter. A reminder, one more game coming up here later this afternoon. If you're in the Fredericton area, come on out. Fredericton and Windsor, that's going to go at 3. A couple other games this week, both on Thursday. Port City hosting Fredericton, 8 o'clock at St. John High. Windsor is at Halifax Thunder. That's at St. Mary's. That's a 7 p.m. start. Rebound controlled by Halifax.
Looking to push.
Vernie. Goes at Miller. That could be Miller's third. It is Miller's third. That's a big foul for Moncton. Miller thought she was straight up.
Yeah, no, I mean, she was attacking through 2 players also, so any kind of movement there, someone's going to get that call.
Yep, Vernie on the line. Good on the first. Miller stays in the game. Jenna Jones with a tough catch. Yeah, good, great lead pass. Greater X Vass. Lindy McDonald. Rebound by Smith. Macias.
Nice aggressiveness.
Yeah, she can finish.
Nice aggressiveness.
And there, Miller with the 3 fouls. Couldn't step in, couldn't risk the floor.
Couldn't do anything. Yeah.
Timeout Moncton. As it's 10-3 here, run to start the start of this quarter for the Halifax Hornets, as they look to move to 2-0 here as well.
That's the thing, when you have a player that's in, some kind of foul trouble, like they can't play the game they want to play if they're still on the court, especially so early in the game. So she just had to let her go there and not try to defend that. And I think also, as long as she was in the game, I think their coach is telling them to keep attacking at her.
As we've been doing here all weekend, great time to mention the sponsors, Meta V Royale, on board as founding partners with the league. Great to have them on board for the 3 years. Certainly all the other sponsors as well, MBS, Sports Entertainment Atlantic, Garrison, Cox Palmer, Eastlink, Cushman and Wakefield, all the various team sponsors that are out there. Dairy Farmers New Brunswick sponsoring all the New Brunswick teams, and that's why we keep referencing the cowbell anytime there's a three-pointer made. This league doesn't happen without them. Very much appreciated.
Yeah, no, we've had great response from our sponsors and reaching out to the community, so we appreciate that.
Try to get those in once or twice a game here all weekend long just to get those mentions.
Most definitely, because we would not be here without our sponsors. So we are grateful to them for joining partners with the MWBA.
Trykoff on the miss and coming
nice
with speed
pass.
now. Yeah, it's a beautiful lead pass.
Great finish.
Smith.
Taking the hit and finishing. Chantal Smith.
Bass for Greater X. Now Jenna Jones.
The Hornets have picked up their defense intensity a bit too. Another lead pass. They've picked up their intensity offensively, and they've also picked up their defense intensity, which is starting to rattle Moncton a little bit.
5 minutes to go, second quarter, 31-16 in favor of the Thunder. Jenna Jones can't cut into the lead. Good hustle on the rebound for Turmel, but it's taken away by the Thunder, and they turn it up court. Macias up top for Smith. Macias for three.
And there you go. That sort of looked pretty effortless as far as she's concerned. Moncton's going to call another quick timeout.
Yeah, the Thunder are starting to pull away here. 17 points in this quarter versus 3 for the Mystics.
Yeah, Moncton hasn't figured out what they need to do to either run their offense or adjust to the intensity of the defense that the Hornets have put on them.
Decent crowd here this morning. There's certainly a lot of kids around. Like to see that.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Sunday morning, and sometimes it's a little harder to get yourselves moving, but we appreciate the fans coming out to Leo Hayes and supporting us on our first weekend of tournaments with the MWBA, and it's great to see the kids.
Certainly they are the next generation of players here for sure.
It was really interesting yesterday in between games watching some of our players who obviously are moms in the side gym with their young ones shooting the ball around and just having some fun with their kids in between games. So that's really great to see. They brought them to the games with them.
Yeah, and I noticed, some of the players here that I recognize from UNB, Grace Wade in particular was interacting with some from young kids that she knew just from her time on the Red, some local kids, chatting with them between games, and like they were old buddies, and it's great to see that happens for sure.
It is, because I mean these athletes, when they're in university, like, they create bonds with the kids in the communities they play for. So and the kids have their favorite player from the university teams, and so it's great that we see them later in life and they see those kids later in life and still have connections with them.
Fallis loses the handle, and that's turned over. Wade, just to finish on Grace, finished at UNB and is now in Halifax, I believe, working at the IWK.
Yeah, and that's the thing. After the university, you never know where these ladies are going to end up, because they've gotten, amazing degrees and starting their careers off. And you can find them pretty well anywhere doing great things.
McMillan for three. That one is off the rim and out of bounds.
As I said, the Mystics are now in a 2-3 zone, and they're trying to slow the Hornets down a bit, but it's not really working. They're getting off threes if they can, and then shooting the gaps when allowed also.
Madison Daly, number 2, checks in for Moncton. Lindy McDonald on the miss from deep. Cross court, McMillan. Korovitz. Rebound inside by McDonald. That's McLaughlin. That's Maddie Daly.
Nice cut.
Great cut from Jenna Jones, but she can't finish. Rebound goes to Crosby.
Jenna's had a few of those today, just right there, and just not being nice to her today.
Beaumont is up top as the outlet. McMillan takes it. Rebound by McDonald. McDonald into the front court. Nice pass into the post. Lindy McDonald on the flash cut.
Yeah, that was a great move. She just made that pass and kept on going right to the hoop.
A bit more action here on the Twitter. There's some folks around live in the Toronto area. Not sure. Former Northsider Tom Liston watching along at home as well. I believe he also has a place in St. Andrews, so he may actually be in New Brunswick. Take a hello to Tom. McDonald on the line. Makes the second. 34-18, 2:38 to go, second quarter. The Hornets are in control of this one at this point. But lots of talent, lots can change, lots of game left.
Moncton's just trying to slow them down and make it a little harder for them, get deeper into the shot clock. And like that, put a shot up and get the rebound. One possession at a time. They're just trying to find out what's working for them.
McLaughlin on the far side. She's going to drive, and she will score.
It's a nice take by Kelsey.
Of course, Kelsey, familiar to Fredericton area folks, as Kelsey Daly here in her time. Father Kevin, longtime coach at FHS. Yeah. Several Dalys in the league, on the rosters. In the league, and certainly Madison Daly, not actually relation to Kelsey, Robbie, or Katie. And there, just as I say it, I see Kevin just over our shoulder here underneath the shot clock.
Yeah, he's coached for a long time at FHS.
He was a hockey coach when I went to FHS, so that tells you how old I am. Rebound by Trakoff. 1:15 to go, second quarter. McLaughlin. Lindy McDonald. She thought about that deep three.
She definitely did. Yeah, she was looking at that.
Yowden. Let's see if they spot McDonald up for the three with 5 on the shot clock. Yowden draws the foul. Looks like it'll go on Follis, number 15.
The last couple minutes, it seems like there's been a lid on both rims. There hasn't been a lot of scoring.
We are 1/10 of a second under a minute to go here in quarter number 2. 59.9 seconds on the clock. Greater X inbounded to McDonald. That's Yowden. That's Daly. 5 on the shot clock. Yowden looks to get it up.
Put it up.
She does. There's Perrault, who just checked back into the game. On the rebound, push forward for Alina McMillan. Taken away by the Mystics and then taken away again by McMillan. Looks to the corner. That's going to be a three-pointer. Finished there by Macias. 25 to go. Second quarter.
That's a steal by
again,
Macias.
yes. Nice work there by Macias to cut the angle off.
Yeah.
Get to the other side of the basket. 10 seconds to play. 39-27 in favor of the Thunder. That pass also picked off.
That defensive intensity by the Hornets really stifled Moncton there in that second quarter.
Yeah, tough scoring quarter for the Moncton Mystics. Only 7 in the quarter versus 22 for the Halifax Hornets. That's a tough deficit.
Yeah, that defense definitely made a difference there. So
we've got about 15 minutes on the break between halves for Leslie States, I'm Bill Gibson. Come on back for the second half. Good afternoon, fans. Welcome back to Leo Hayes High School here in Fredericton, New Brunswick. Day 2, Game 2, Maritime Women's Basketball Association. In this one, it is the Halifax Hornets 39, the Moncton Mystics 20. As Leslie states, I'm Bill Gibson. Leslie, that second quarter, 22-7 in favor of the Hornets. Big difference in this score.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the Hornets upped their intensity and really threw Moncton off of that game for that. But then also Moncton tried to counter with that and went into a zone, hoping that they would shatter the Hornets a little bit, and they just hit some threes and hit some open shots. So it didn't work out, I don't think, the way they expected it.
Yeah, and on that, the scores from the first half: Ariana McMillan with 2. This is for the Hornets. Chantal Smith with 4. Jay Leverni with 4. Aaliyah Frazier with 3. Ariana Macias with 12. Lucina Beaumont, 8. Catherine Follis, 2. Kaylin Crosby, 2. Jasmine Perron, 2. So a lot of balance there, with the two big scorers being Macias and Beaumont with 12 and 8.
Yeah, I think Macias got most of her points in like the last 2 minutes there in the second quarter.
Yeah, there was a lot late in the second quarter for Macias. On the Moncton sideline, they are led by Kelsey McLaughlin, who has 7, Lindy McDonald 3, Jenna Jones 4, Shannon Yowden, Erica Trikoff, and Abby Miller with 2 each round out the scoring for the Moncton team.
Yeah, and Kelsey is really active in that first half, and so hopefully she'll be able to keep that up, and her teammates will feed off of that.
Moncton ball to start this half. That is Vass with McLaughlin, Lindy McDonald, Abby Miller, and Jenna Jones to start the half for the Mystics. That's Jones with the ball for Kelsey McLaughlin. McLaughlin fakes the 3, cross court for Abby Miller. Abby Miller on the drive. And again, Miller, tough luck finishing around the rim today.
Yeah.
She gets right in there for the great shot, just can't get it to drop in.
Moncton's had at least 4 or 5 of those layups that just rolled around the rim and haven't gone in for them, which would definitely make this score a lot different. But they're still attacking, so good things can happen.
That's a jump ball. Will go in favor of the Hornets. Beaumont will inbound. She's joined by 25 is Perron, 7 is Smith, 6 on the catch there, or attempted catch, is Elena McMillan. And 15 is Catherine Follis. Jones into the front court, Lindy McDonald. Vass for Miller, 6 on the shot clock. McLaughlin has to shoot the deep 3. That's a cowbell.
Nails that one. That's a great shot for Kelsey there, and hopefully that'll spark something. There's a steal from Moncton.
McDonald on the steal. On the drive. Body contact, no call either way. Jenna Jones got popped in the face on that one. Let's see if she's okay. I think she is. Now more bodies on the floor. It's McLaughlin. Took a tumble for the Mystics. That will be her first foul, goes on McLaughlin. I think she got the worst of the collision on that, too.
I think she did. She's trying to regroup a little bit here.
Look inside for Perron, knocked away by Abby Miller.
I mean, our wish is that none of these players end up injured, but I'll tell you right now, they're out there playing like they have something to prove.
That's a 3 for Chantal Smith. Inside Jones, Miller can't get the 2 to go. Jones on the rebound. Pardon me, McLaughlin on the rebound.
Kelsey's in the perfect spot to get that rebound and put that back.
Beaumont for the Hornets. Alina McMillan, cross court. Follis, corner, Beaumont, jump shot. Rebound, Miller, good rebound by Miller there. Comes out of the pack with that ball. Kelly Vass stops outside, Lindy McDonald, deep 3. Rebound on that to Smith. Smith with the control in the front court. McMillan thought about it. Perron is going to drive on Miller. Miller playing with 3 fouls. Good defense by Miller. Lindy McDonald for Jenna Jones. Vass, Jones. Jones will shoot the 3. That's another cowbell.
Moncton has definitely picked up their intensity offensively and really trying to push the ball.
Moncton starts out on an 8-3 run here to start this half. From a scoring perspective, they can add to that here. That'll be a foul on Follis as Kelly Vass takes a tumble.
Yeah, she had a good little roll on that one.
.708 to go here in the quarter.
Yeah,
McDonald gets it back from McLaughlin. Miller with a quick move on the post catch, but the rebound is taken away by the Hornets. Follis met by Miller at the rim.
We have Leverni, Frazier, and Macias back on for the Hornets.
That's Macias on the catch.
She drives right to the hoop, right down the lane.
Macias, 14 now in the game on that score. Jones for Miller. Nice move for Miller. Can't get it to go. She gets right to the rim. Just a tough time on the finish.
She gets right to the rim. Steal there by Vass. She's looking to push it.
Jenna Jones looking for the deep 3. Trammell and Daly in for Moncton. Alicia McNeil, number 12, along with number 23, Liam Martin, in for the Hornets. Leverni, that's a 3.
That looked pretty effortless by Jayla.
5:50 to go, third quarter, 47-28 for the Halifax Hornets.
The defense has picked up again from the Hornets, and they're looking to run.
Oh, McDonald looked like she got a good block on that, but got body down below on Aaliyah Frazier.
Yeah, she was clean up top, but she definitely got her with the body.
Reminder coming up, the 3 o'clock game, final game here of opening weekend. It'll be Fredericton and a really talented Windsor team.
Yeah, that's going to be a great game to finish this weekend.
Frazier from the line makes it a 20-point game. Daly off a couple of heads on the way out and controlled by the Hornets. That's Frazier. She turns it back. Macias. Alicia McNeil, cross-court pass for Martin. Martin on Trammell, out of bounds off of Martin. Leah Martin out of Cole Harbour, Dalhousie Tigers. Played with twin sister Lori. And is an associate coach with Dow.
Yes, she's on the bench she was on the bench with Dalhousie women.
Yowden can't get it to go over the rim. Rebound taken away by Frazier. And it's Leverni. He can't get the layup to go. Rebound by the Hornets. Touch pass around to the corner for Leverni again. She's going to drive, put it up, and she's blocked by Trammell. Nice block. Yowden into the post for Trammell. Good defense by Martin. Kelly Vass thought she had to steal in the layup.
She thought she had
foul.
that. Yeah.
Kelsey McLaughlin for Maddie Daly.
And number 6 came in for Jenna Jones. Number 6
is Maddie Greater. Yes. Yeah. Korovets hits the 3. Korovets played with MSVU, the ACA level, consistent scorer. Mark Ford, Hornets co-owner, of course, the coach.
Yeah, he coached Catherine there for 4 years.
McLaughlin, 1 on the shot clock. They have to get it up. Instead, it's taken away. Frazier. Korovets again. Can't get that to go down. Vass on the rebound.
We're continuing to have an up and down pace game, that's for sure. Both sides are looking to push it and find that disadvantage.
Jenna Jones is set to check in for the shooter here, which will be Vass. Foul goes on number 6, I guess, on the board. That is Alina McMillan, who obviously snuck back onto the court. I didn't think she was on the court. I saw the number go on the board, and I was like, oh, that's a hit. You're right, but
Where'd
it is.
she come from?
Yeah.
I think she just replaced Leverni.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is McMillan handling the ball now for Frazier. Picked off by Yowden. Yowden, Jones,
Wide
McLaughlin.
open.
That one doesn't fall in, but it's McLaughlin on the rebound. We've got a rebounding foul. That's going to go on Kaylin Crosby, number 20. She was at Acadia for 2 seasons, Dow for 3 out of Kensington PEI, and I know there's talk potentially of a PEI team joining next year. Certainly there's been some interest already.
Yeah, we've had a lot of interest from PEI, and so we're hoping that we will be able to make that happen. And always looking to have extra new franchises add to the league. But our goal is, to be foundationally sound first, and then build from that. So we'll see where that move goes.
There's a cowbell again for Kelsey McLaughlin.
And it's woken the crowd up a little bit, and it's woken the team up a little bit with the last couple shots. So
2:55 to go, third quarter, 51-33 in favor of the Hornets.
And that's caused Coach Tramble to call a timeout for the Hornets.
I see Coach Forward, not officially listed here on my sheet as coach, but he's right there in the huddle having a little listen in.
Yeah, I think he wanted, didn't want Coach Tramble over there by himself again today, so I think he's just over there giving him a little bit of extra support.
Another reminder of the final game coming up here, Fredericton and Windsor at 3. If you're listening in the Fredericton area, you've got lots of time to get here. Before that one, you've got just a little under an hour. Come on over. I think the lemonade truck's out there again today. It wasn't there when I came in. I was here a little bit early, though.
Yeah, no, it's definitely out there, and there were people definitely lined up there. So
yeah, bring a little extra cash, get a lemonade, and there's some swag around here too. Some great-looking orange league shirts.
Oh,
and
there's great swag.
Some Freeze merchandise around as well. So I'm sure you're going to want to get yourself some of those. Get the kids all decked out too.
Yeah, and I know that as the league moves on, you get to the other venues, the other franchises will be having their team swag for sale also. So definitely get out and purchase that and support your teams.
Certainly some interesting team names here. Not a lot of them that in the traditional S. And some neat logos here as well. You think about the Edge is certainly a neat name, and the Freeze is a neat name as well. Lots of uniqueness here.
Yeah, and the logos are great. The uniforms are really vibrant, and definitely it's definitely something to be seen.
Greatorex on the drive. Nice pass inside for Jones, and the rebound taken away by Smith. Smith now dribbles across half against Jenna Jones, goes right into Jenna. And nice shot.
Nice hook
by
shot
Chantal
to finish
Smith.
that. Moncton started to get a little bit of life here, so we'll see how that works out for them.
Abby Miller goes board and cord for two.
And just as I say that, Abby Miller hits a shot there, so.
Beaumont for Macmillan. Macmillan to Fraser. Alina McMillan, nice pass.
Good follow by Caitlin Crosby to get her own rebound, put it back.
Jenna Jones for Lindy McDonald. Abby Miller in the post, looks for Jones. Nice finish there
Nice
from
finish.
Jones.
That's a tough finish. She had a lot of people around her there.
That scores on a few trips in a row now for the Mystics. Finding their offensive rhythm a little bit here in this third quarter. 1:12 to go in the quarter, 55-37 in favor of the Hornets. Beaumont, but that's Crosby on the rebound. Fouled by McLaughlin.
Yeah, the Hornets are able to find the space, the open spacing in the Moncton zone. And so they're getting themselves in great position for the rebound on any shots that they do put up that are missed.
Perrant, Verney, and Macias check in for the Hornets. Pardon me, Perrant will be for the shooter, Crosby. She hasn't actually checked in yet. And for Moncton, we have Emily Turmel and Maddie Daly who have checked in.
And Caitlin Crosby goes 2 for 2 from the line, and in comes Jasmine Perrant to replace her.
Back to a 20-point game. Some full court pickup now from the Hornets. Kelly Vass with a nice pass for Turmel. Turmel can't finish it. Maybe needed a little glass on that one to get it to go.
Or even to go in just another step or two.
Beaumont on the spin, kicks it out for Verney. Under a minute to go in the quarter now. That's a three. Effortless, as you've said a few times.
Yeah, Jayla
these
just,
open shooters.
yeah, she definitely just puts that up there with no kind of effort.
Lindy McDonald can't get that to go, and coming out of the pack with it is Smith. Verney thought about it again, and it's
nice
Vass
steal.
on the steal.
Nice steal by Kelly Vass.
Vass with a nice pass to Daly. Jenna Jones on the offensive glass. Jenna Jones draws the foul. It's going to either be Verney or Smith who pick up the foul.
They gave that foul to Chantal Smith. That's her first.
25.7 seconds to go. Jones can't convert the first. Good on the second. Alina McMillan back in for the final 25.7 of the third quarter. 60-38 for the Hornets. Oh, steal by
Nice
Jones.
steal.
Nice deflection. You can't run it down.
Nice kick out to the wide open.
Beaumont was open, couldn't make it. Now 4 on the game clock, up and in. No, not up and in, just up for Perrant. And now we're going to have the quarter time expire as Vass throws one up at the buzzer. 60-38. So 21-18. A much closer quarter than the second quarter.
Most definitely. Moncton really upped their game in that quarter there. And, they were really a lot more solid and concise on what they were looking to do, and it showed well for them.
Yeah, certainly for sure. Showed well. Of course, it was a 22-7 second quarter that really powers a lot of this lead here today. The other 2 quarters have been close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so I think Coach is over there telling the Moncton team that we just want to keep building on what we were doing, what was successful in that third quarter, and just keep chipping away one possession at a time. But they can't continue to make turnovers. They have to take care of the ball.
I know there'll be no quit for sure.
No, and we've seen that all weekend. There have been a couple games that the scores seemed to be quite wide, but you never saw it on the court when you watched the players play. It was like every game was within 5 or 10 points. So this one I don't expect to be any different.
There are still smiles on that Moncton bench.
There are definitely still smiles. Yeah.
Lindy McDonald, the inbound, has Kelly Vass in the backcourt with Maddie Daly, Abby Miller, and Jenna Jones to start quarter 4 for the Mystics. That's Vass. A little too strong off glass. Rebound to Leverni. Leverni has Macias. Perron. That's McMillan and Beaumont. Oh, nice passing play. Going to be a foul there by Abby Miller. That's going to be her 4th.
Yeah, it was a nice backdoor cut by Macias. And, Beaumont saw her all the way.
Very strong St. Mary's connection here on this Hornets squad. You see the Thunder squad, strong Acadia connection. Fredericton, a lot of UND players there for sure.
Yeah.
Taken away by McMillan. Nice pass for Macias. Macias can't get that to go down, and Jones comes away with the rebound. Jones has a good day on the glass, hasn't been a big scorer for Moncton. It's put up by Miller, taken away by the Hornets. That's Beaumont to the front court. Beaumont into the corner. Leverni with the made 3.
You find an open player with the Hornets, and they're going to take a good shot.
Leverni played in Canada West with Mount Royal, all-rookie team 2015. Played in the ACAA with Holland College, was dominant for several seasons there. CCA All-Canadian and ACA Player of the Year.
And that's a big 3 by Lindy McDonald there for Moncton.
Oh, did I miss it? That's a cowbell?
Yeah,
that's a cowbell?
Definitely a cowbell.
It's a cowbell there for sure. Beaumont finishes with 2.
Jay Leverni also is come back to join Coach John Tramble, who was her assistant coach when she played at Mount Royal College out west. So they have a connection also.
Leverni up again. That one's too strong. Going to be out of bounds off of Macias. McLaughlin in for Daly. And Yowden in for Jones. You see, there are a few bruises here on these players.
I'm noticing that as they come close.
There yesterday afternoon, yeah, when they get up close to you here at the bench.
They come close to the table, you can see a few extra bruises, most definitely. They'll have conversation pieces on Monday.
Inside for Miller, that's blocked away. Nice defense.
Nice connection. No finish there, but nice connection.
If it was Macias, it couldn't finish. Kelly Vass hands that off to Kelsey McLaughlin. She draws the foul.
I think that's on Jay Leverni.
Hockey change coming up here for the Hornets.
Yeah, all 5. I think, all 5 are going.
Yeah, all 5. And coming in is Termel for Miller on the Moncton sideline. So for Halifax, let's take a look who's on the floor. 23 is Leah Martin. 15 is Catherine Follis. 7 is Chantal Smith. 9 is Aaliyah Frazier. And I'm missing 1.
Catherine Korvitz.
Number 10.
You can see this Moncton team still has quite a bit of pep in their step out there, and they're still playing hard.
That's Korovitz on the catch. Cross court for Fraser. And Follis. Follis on the drive, met by Turmel. Follis on the offensive
Got
glass.
a rebound.
Finally, we're going to get a foul there on Turmel. Emily Turmel, St. Claude Dynamique Player of the Year 2007. That's another three for Smith.
Right off the inbound.
Yeah, this Hornets
Catch and
squad
shoot.
is lighting it up from three-point land here. McLaughlin. Oh, pardon me, that's Vass on the miss.
Leah Martin fighting hard in the corner there.
Jump ball will stay with the Hornets. Thought that was going to be another three for Smith, but it doesn't go.
Yeah.
Fraser, nice pass inside for Martin.
Saved by Smith there on the baseline.
4 to shoot. Fraser on the take. Off glass, off rim, and rebounded by Korovitz. Again, the offensive glass.
Those
for
second
Smith.
shots, those second shots and second possessions by the Hornets.
Martin bats that one out of bounds. It will be Moncton ball, 6:31 to go. Timeout Moncton. It is 70-43 in favor of the Halifax Hornets.
And in those possessions, you know, when you keep giving teams the second and third, fourth chances, they're bound to make a shot at some point, and that's what's happening right now in the half court for Moncton.
Take a look ahead at the schedule coming up. Haven't talked much about beyond this week. Of course, one more game here, Fredericton and Windsor at 3. A couple games on Thursday we've already mentioned, Fredericton at Port City and Windsor at Halifax. That's the 19th. Tuesday the 24th, Port City and Moncton, 7:30 at Trimble. Wednesday the 25th, Thunder at Hornets at MSVU. And then the next tournament weekend will be at MSVU in Halifax. That's the 28th, 29th. 28th, 3, 5, and 7. 29th, 11, 1, and 3 are your game times. The MWBA, the MWBA.ca, that will give you all your information that you need to know, the whole rest of the schedule. And of course, it all comes down to a tournament championship weekend, which will be June 24th to 26th in Halifax at St. Mary's. And talk a little bit about the tournament format that was adopted. I know that wasn't the first draft of the schedule.
Oh, that was probably the 10th draft of our schedule, really. And I think really it just came down to, at the time, we didn't know what the restrictions were going to be for COVID from each province and how we were going to be able to get in and out of the province without any issues. And so we just thought that this would be the best way to get everybody a chance to get to play and have the league actually run this year.
Smith there on that miss, taken away by McLaughlin. 6:10 to play, fourth quarter.
The Hornets are putting on great pressure on Moncton. And just trying to disrupt their flow that they had built up a little bit.
McLaughlin, Jones. Turmel on the drive. She's going to draw a foul. Fala thought she got that one clean again. I think it was clean up top and probably some body underneath.
Yeah, that's what it looked like again. Like they're definitely up top. They seem to be getting it clean, but it's that they're hitting them with the body beforehand. So. We've had a lot of positive response about this tournament style this weekend, so that's a really good thing. People are able to get into the gym and see 3 games at once each day. So.
Yeah, and it's a great way to kick things off for sure. The tip-off tournament here, get things underway.
Yeah.
2 games for each team against their cross-provincial counterparts, and of course you do that 3 times, you get everybody plays cross-provincially twice, and then the interprovincial games happen outside of those tournament style. Spreads the league out a little bit more as opposed to just being weekends. You get some weekdays in there too.
That's right. And it also cuts down a lot on the travel. Like it's like that the weekend that you're set to go and you're gone for overnight and you get your games in. And part of our goal was to not take our athletes away from their families so much. So we purposely we're not playing on long weekends, and we're not playing past the end of June because it's summer and parents and families want to be together. So we set up our schedule on purpose to accommodate our athletes.
5:30 to go, fourth quarter, 72-45. Hornets. Fallis can't get that to go, but chases down the rebound.
Chases down her own rebound.
Back outside for Fraser. Fraser looking for Martin, deflected away either by McDonald or Miller. Vass checks in for Jenna Jones, and Verney is in for Korovets. That is Smith. Outside, Martin for Fallis. Fallis is fouled. That's going to be Kelly Vass putting her hand up. Fallis to the line. Makes them both.
Hornets with some full court pressure again.
Knocked away, but right into the hands of the Mystics. Lindy McDonald, Kelly Vass, she's going to drive. Up off glass, it doesn't go. Martin on the rebound, and now she's going to dribble. Fallis, baseline, pulls it back out. Verney, cross court for Smith, and that's
another three.
Yeah, I'd like to know how many they've made here in this second half because there's been a lot. Moncton's packed it in to try to close off the lanes to the bucket. They've just been raining the three-pointers.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what happened. They tried to tighten it in down low because they were cutting the lanes, and they're right there. And then the Hornets were able to find the open players for the three-pointers.
Fallis looking for a hole to crawl in after missing those two. You can almost see it in her shoulders out there.
What do I have to do in order to make that?
Verney.
And there's Leah Martin on the putback.
On the putback. 4 minutes to play, 79-45. This is really the first, big point differential game we've seen here all weekend.
Yeah.
Even the one that was a larger margin yesterday, it was close late before they finally pulled away. But in this one, it is the Hornets in control here.
Yeah, the Hornets are definitely taking control of this game here, and they're just continuing to move the ball, find that open player, making the Mystics shift in their defense and then not being able to recover.
And I think this is the one area, the second game and the second day, where Moncton relying more on the veteran talent.
That's
we'll
right.
say that as opposed to the current youth sport crop that a lot of these teams have. I think it's playing a toll here in this game on Moncton. A lot of shots short, which is often a sign of the legs not quite there on the second day.
Tired legs for sure.
Trammell gets that one to run over the front of the rim and in.
Yeah, and you'll see that. You'll see that from different teams on kind of who's ready and who's got themselves in shape early in the season, and it is early in the season. So this will definitely probably change as the season goes on. And
most definitely, there's too much talent on these teams that once they realize what game speed is again.
That's right.
And what it is in this league, that they'll get themselves there. There's no question.
Most definitely. 'Cause they're all competitors, right? And so.
Most definitely.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. 'Cause they're all competitors, right? Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. 'Cause they're all competitors, right? And so. 'Cause they're all competitors, right? And so they're going to challenge each other.
2:25 to play. It is McLaughlin on the rebound of the pass forward for Daly. For Jenna Jones.
Jenna Jones for
Jenna
three.
Jones rings the cowbell.
Yeah. That was definitely in her flow right there. That was a great catch and shoot.
Leverni on the baseline drive. That's out of bounds off the bottom part of the basket support. 2 minutes even to go here in the fourth quarter.
Then a couple more subs in. Number 12 in for the Hornets. Alicia McNeil taking out Chantal Smith.
And 12 in as well on the Moncton sideline. That's Shannon Yowden.
And Jasmine Perrant is in for Leah Martin.
Jones can't get the deep ball to go. That's Macias, was on the drive there. A pop for Verni.
Lost her balance there.
Verni's going to drive and pick up a foul, but I believe will go on Termel.
Jayla's been spending a fair amount of time on the floor today, getting herself to the hoop.
It's good on the first. 1:32 remaining now in the fourth quarter. Reminder, 3 o'clock game, Fredericton and Windsor. Lots of talent in that game. Kajurine for Windsor, 36 points yesterday, 24 in the first half.
Yeah,
what a performance that was. That was incredible.
That was a great game, And the players, like I say, from the Windsor team that we're not used to seeing, that have come in from Upper Ontario, they put on a great show, and we're excited to see them play the rest of the season.
Yeah, excited for that 3 o'clock game as Jenna finishes and for the rest of the year for sure. Leverni for Perrant. Perrant with the dish to the corner for Macias.
I think that's one of the highlights we're looking for the MWBA is the players that may come to our league that we're not familiar with and the talent that they'll bring with them. So we're looking forward to new players coming and showcasing us what they can do.
Leverni against Vass. Nice little sidestep, and she gets to the glass and scores two. Under a minute to go, 83-54. Vass for Yowden. Leverni controls the rebound. Macias probably the player of the game. That'd be my choice on the Hornets sideline, but the way they've been raining threes, it's tough to say.
Yeah, Jay Leverni be probably in the top of that list too, I would think.
Yeah,
Alicia
McNeil made one there. We're now down to 30 seconds to go. Jones inside, nice. And Jones is my choice on the on the Mystics side. I'm not sure from a scoring standpoint where she'll end up, but she's been all over the glass and certainly lots of opportunities. That's Greatorex into the front court now. Tries to put a fork in it. She finally does. Down to 15 to play. Vass can't get that to go. Verni looks for the rebound. Abby Miller controls it instead. Final 5 seconds of this one. I'm going to throw that out of bounds, and it will be the Halifax Hornets inbounding one final time to run out the clock in what turns out to be a 30-point victory in this one.
What a great game. I mean, it definitely was a 30-point spread, but I mean, the way that the girls were out there playing, they weren't playing like they were down by 30. They had the Moncton team definitely had some grit and grind right through the whole game. So, we're glad to see that.
Yeah, absolutely, no question of that. So, for me, I like Macias and I like Jenna Jones, but we'll see where the player of the game goes.
Yeah, and they both had good games. Like I say, Jenna didn't score a whole lot, but she definitely kept a lot of balls live and worked hard on the boards and was always around the ball. And again, on the Hornet side, you have Macias and you have Jay Leverni, and even Chantal Smith that, to some degree, could be in on the mix. So
I've been doing pretty good here all weekend with
see.
the picks, so we'll see
There
how
you
it
go.
goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll stay with this, and then we'll wrap this up fairly quickly after that, and take a break, get reset here at the table for the 3 o'clock game.
And the Moncton Mystics score player of the game for the Moncton Mystics.
Oh, we're 1 for 1. We're 1 for 1. We got that one.
Jenna Jones, yeah. Good for her. Like you say, it's not always about the points that are scored, right?
Oh, there you go. You can get that one. So we split here at the table. Jay Leverni, who had the number of 3-pointers there, and they looked effortless every time she shot.
They did. Yeah.
She gets the squishy cow from
the squishy cow
from the dairy farmers of New Brunswick.
Yes.
Who are sponsoring the New Brunswick teams, and the cowbell and the players of the game. So big shout out to that. And I know there's lots of milk floating around here
this
weekend as well.
Yeah.
So thanks to the dairy farmers of New Brunswick for
most
that.
Definitely. Thank you for the support.
So this one goes in the books as a victory for the Halifax Hornets. They moved to 2-0 on the weekend. The Brunswick teams are 0-5. So coming up at 3, it will be the Fredericton Freeze playing for New Brunswick's dignity.
They're going to try to steal one out.
Yeah, against the Windsor Edge.
Yeah, they're going to try and get that one victory for New Brunswick. But either way, moving forward, New Brunswick coming for Nova Scotia at the end of the month. They got something to prove, and they're going to be coming hard at them. So that's great.
Absolutely, no question. So this one will go in the books, 86-56 in favor of the Hornets. For Leslie States, I'm Bill Gibson. Switch that stream over and come on back for the 3 o'clock game.